Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I have come with the amendments which are going to be applicable to regarding TDS and TCS with effect from 1st of July 2021. So with effect from 1st July 2021 there will be three changes altogether, namely TDS on purchase of goods will be introduced. Like you must have heard that TDS was there on sale of goods but not on purchase of goods. So from effect from 1st of July 2021, even on purchase of goods, the TDS will be applicable under section 194Q. So let's see how. Under section 194Q, a buyer shall deduct TDS under this provision from the value of goods purchased by it if the following conditions are satisfied, namely his total sales, gross receipts or turnover from the business carried exceeds 10 crores during the financial year immediately preceding the financial year in which he purchases the goods. Okay. So the total sales, the gross receipts or the turnover of the buyer should exceed 10 crores during the financial year immediately preceding the financial year in which he purchases the goods. Means his own turnover should exceed 10 crore rupees, mind you. Number two, there is a purchase of goods from a resident person. The TDS won't be applicable under this section in case the TDS is on purchase of goods from NRI. It is from a resident person. Number third, the value or aggregate value of goods purchased exceeds 50 lakhs in any previous year. So is it on any purchase of goods or is there some monetary limit? So it talks about that the purchase limit should exceed 50 lakhs in order to attract this section. Okay. The buyer should not be on the list of persons excluded from the provision for deduction of tax. No tax is deductible or collectible under any other provision except section 206C(1)(h). And what will be the rate of TDS? It will be 0.1% of the purchase value exceeding 50 lakhs at the time of credit of such sum to the account of the seller or at the time of the payment thereof by any mode whichever is earlier. The tax shall be deducted even if the sum is credited to the suspense account. So number one introduction, TDS on purchase of goods, if the turnover of the buyer exceeds 10 crores, not 10 lakhs, 10 crores, and the value of goods purchased should exceed 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs. The purchase should be from the resident person and the buyer should not be on the list of persons excluded from the provision for deduction of tax. So this is the number one amendment which is going to be applicable coming forward from 1st of July 2021. And we should know that it has been 4 years since the GST law has been introduced. Just came to my mind from the date 1st of July. Another amendment which is going to be applicable with effect from 1st of April, that is section 194P, it has been made applicable. TDS on pension income of senior citizens. Pension income of senior citizens. Specified bank being a banking company notified by the central government shall deduct tax under this provision if the following conditions are satisfied. Number one, he is a resident senior citizen. His age during the relevant previous year is 75 years or more. He receives pension income in the bank account maintained with the specified bank. He does not have any other income except interest income from any account maintained in the same specified bank in which he is receiving his pension income. Such individual furnish a declaration to the specified bank containing such particulars in such form and verified in such manner as may be prescribed. Such a bank shall compute the total income of the deductee after following deduction under chapter 6A and rebate under section 87A and deduct tax thereon based on the rates in force. Further, if a specified bank deducts tax under this provision, the resident senior citizen shall not be liable to file his return of income for the assessment year relevant to the previous year in which tax has been deducted. So this is the second amendment. Okay. Number three, third amendment which I would like to educate you about is the higher rate of TDS or TCS, in case of non-filers of ITR. That is under section 206AB and section 206CCA. Section 206AB provides for deduction of tax at higher rates if tax is deductible under any provision on any sum or income or the amount paid or payable by a person to a specified person. However, this provision is not applicable where tax is deductible under the following provisions, namely TDS on salary, TDS on winning from lotteries, TDS on winning from horse races, TDS on income in respect of investment in securitization trust, and TDS on cash withdrawal. So under this section won't be applicable for these particular TDS deductions. Specified person means a person who has not filed the return of income for both of the two assessment years relevant to the previous year immediately before the previous year in which tax is required to be deducted. The due date to file such return of income as prescribed under section 139(1) has expired, and the aggregate amount of TDS deducted or collected at source is 50,000 rupees or more in each of these two previous years. However, this provision is not applicable in case of a non-resident who does not have a permanent establishment in India. So all these three amendments will be applicable for a person who is resident in India and not a non-resident. Okay. Deductor shall tax under this provision at higher of the following rates: twice the rate specified in the relevant provision of the Act, twice the rate or rates in force, or 5%. Okay. So this was all, guys, in this video. So I hope this was clarificatory and this was self-explanatory and this was very educating as to what we should be cautious about coming forward. In case you have any queries as far the topic is concerned on TDS, do let me or DM me for further specific query. I'll be more than happy to reach you out. Thank you, guys. Thank you for patience hearing. Till then, goodbye, take care.